So I'm at my mom's house for this weekend, and basically I just want to go around on the truck and improve some things. So that's what we're gonna do for this video. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So let's see if we can deck this thing out. So I've got a 3D printer here at my disposal, and I've got some ideas in my head. So let's start designing some little holders and some fixtures and stuff like that, so that my life is a lot easier when I'm back being homeless in a couple days. First things first, I want to make 2 belt holders for my belts. I just have 2 different belts that I wear. I just alternate between black and brown. So I just want them to sit right here and right here. We're gonna go whip up something in SolidWorks, and then we'll print it out and then anchor those down into the wood, and we should be set with that. So this is what I came up with, just very simple. It's just a little box, 2 screw holes. Let me print 2 of these out real quick. All right, these guys are done. So on there, tight. So that is perfect. It looks really good, and this shuts nicely as well. So I already made this. This just holds like a water bottle. You can put keys in here and then like a wallet. So that's already in the truck. I already printed that out. So that's this right here. It's been working pretty good. Put my keys in here, and then I just store something in the side here. This is like, I keep nail clippers and stuff in here. And then of course, gotta have water. So the next thing I wanna design is a holder that'll hold these 3, just toothpaste, floss, toothbrush, so that we can mount it to the wall inside of the truck. It'll be nice and easy to access, because I don't really like digging through bags to get to this stuff. It's really annoying. So let's whip something up real quick. So this is what we came up with. Toothpaste lives in here vertically, and then toothbrush, and then the floss. So I'm gonna print this out. We'll see how it looks in person. It's pretty good. The floss fits great. Toothbrush fits great as well. But I think I wanna edit where the toothpaste goes in. I think I'm gonna make a cylindrical cutout for the cap inside of here, just so it kind of locks in better, because it just will wiggle around, which I kind of expected that, but I think we're gonna modify that, print it back out. I think it's only like an hour print, so no big deal. So other than that though, I think it's perfect. It's very simplistic, and just 3 mounting screws on the wall. So yeah, let's oversize that. So we'll do 1.34 inches, something like that. And let's bring it down maybe like, I don't know, 1/2 inch. So that's what it'll do. That's what it'll look like. And I think that'll function a lot better. Just won't be moving around so much. All right, so let's see how that turned out. So the updated holder works a lot better. We got the cutout in there. So this just sits snugly. And then the other 2 things are just as they were before. Cool, so we got that mounted. Looks very proper. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next up, I want to make a holder for this pill container. So I want it to live like right there against the wall, something like that. So I'm gonna go whip something up, and we'll install it once it's printed out. Okay, so that's done. Let's see how that turned out. So that's what we got. I just put like a thumb hole here, just so you can basically just pop the pill box out of where it lives. You just pop it out like so, get to your pills, and then just put it back in. Very clean design. So this is like I guess this is the bathroom now. Next up, I've got a Leatherman, just multi-tool I want to put next to the flashlight. So we'll go build that up real quick, print it out. Should take maybe 10 minutes, honestly. So that's what we got for the holder. Basically, just lives in there like that. That's where we put that. Looks pretty good. So we got the Leatherman tool there. And then next up, I want to mount this buck knife. So I think we're going to put it like right there. Same kind of holder, just like a little slot for this to sit inside of. That way I'm not digging around for the knife when I need to stab somebody. It's just right against the wall where I need it. So let's go print that up. So that's it for the back wall. I don't see a need to do anything more than what we have. We've got our bathroom here. We've got the knife. We've got keys in here, and just a lighter if need be. Water bottle, keep my wallet here. Just a flashlight on hand, just magnetic. And then the Leatherman tool, which has got plenty of tools in there. So yeah, that's a wrap for the back wall. So we'll just go around, see what else needs to be done on the truck. This is the kitchen. This is the spice cabinet. This is a disaster. So I'm gonna come up with something to fix that. We're gonna make a tray, and everything will sit inside of it nicely. All right, so this is what I'm thinking. We'll do the spices here, salt, pepper here, olive oil, and then that's it for this thing. We'll keep it extremely simple. So this is what I'm thinking so far. We've got the area that holds these guys, and then the salt and pepper lives here. So basically, I just wanted to make sure that the tops of these line up. So that's gonna be one printable piece. I think I can print all that in one shot. I actually printed these individually. It was a little too big to print on my printer, but basically I printed this first. It didn't really fit because I just forgot to compensate for this hardware here. So I made some cutouts, and so now this fits nice and perfectly. And then this lives right here. And then we're gonna make a third little tray for the olive oil, and then that little tray is also gonna need a cutout like that. It'll be just like a little puzzle. You put this in first, slide it that way, put the olive oil one in, slide it that way, and then this last piece will live right there. So looks pretty good. Just gotta finish that back piece. Okay, so I got this whole thing completed. I'll show you how it fits together real quick. So this piece goes in first, slide that in, this one, slide that back, and then this goes right in the middle, like so. All right, beautiful. So that's done. Now, I had some other things I needed to fix on the truck, little things just to also make my life easier. Let's go around and I'll show you what I've done so far. I've already fixed some of these things. So first off, this stove kind of could slide around, and I'd have to, you know, situate it just so to where the cutout works for the fuel tank. Basically, I just put some little brackets on the sides here. Honestly, no big deal, but just so that the stove is in the perfect position to where, you know, you just take the tank out and hook it up and it doesn't slide around. So that's taken care of, and then we've got that done. Probably do some more to this area in a bit, but for now, let's talk about the floor in the truck. As you can see, I installed a hardwood floor, very small strip of flooring, but it definitely does make the place feel a lot better. It feels more like a house, feels cleaner. Yeah, just ran it all the way down, just one strip, and then put a threshold as well, screw that all together, and then also did the trim as you normally would do in like a house all the way around, but this is like very small trim. But to me, it's all about the little details. So yeah, that's done. All around just feels better in the truck now. Easy to clean the floor. It's very durable because it's meant to be used as a floor. Now I also made a lock for the inside of the truck so I can lock this when I'm in there sleeping. Honestly, I was just sleeping there in the truck unlocked for a couple months before I did this. I couldn't really think of anything, and then it dawned on me that literally this is all I needed to make this thing completely locked at night. So I'll show you how it works. It's kind of like the wheel, you know, the circle. To invent that seems very like a no-brainer, but obviously for the longest time, nobody had thought of it. This is similar in that, and I don't know, I feel like slightly like a genius. I'll show you how it works. Basically, that's your lock, and then you have to limit this rotation so that somebody can't just go up to it and rotate it and come in there, and then I have to stab them. To limit that rotation, I mounted a magnet to just a rod, just a steel rod, and then that just goes right here, and then you can't rotate from the outside any further. You can see right here, this little piece limits that, and no matter how hard you turn, you could never turn that. And it was just hard to come up with that. I don't know why, but yeah, the magnet is awesome. It just lives right here when it's not in use. And then yeah, pretty fucking dope. What can I say? Just for the record, it does lock, but I just wasn't able to lock it from the inside. That's done. That works. Now, one other thing I did was put another magnet. I got pretty fucking crazy with the magnets, but this would not stay up because, you know, this wall is slightly angled. So depending on where you're parked, typically it would just fall and you couldn't load stuff in without one hand holding it open. So just a little magnet here, one there, and then yeah, that changes the whole name of the game. So yeah, small upgrade, but huge benefit. One other thing that I fixed was this black and red cable here. Let me zoom in. They were too short, so I had to trail them like that. It was that kind of like a shape. It didn't look too good, it's pissing me off. So I routed some new cables. So this is what the wires looked like before. You can kind of see it earlier in the video. Feels a lot better now. It's tidy, it looks good. So yeah, small fix, but overall a big upgrade to me at least. So I also added this little extension here, little ledge, so that we can sleep two people back here. It's just like barely enough room, but I made a little platform. So let me show you what that looks like. So here it is. It's just plywood as well. It's got 3 hinges. You can see one here, and then there's 2 more along the length of it. Basically, yeah, it's just like a little 90-degree angle there. Sits on those ledges that I made. And then I have a bigger bed that fits just perfectly here. Kind of designed it around the dimensions of the bed. So let's put that in there, see what it looks like. I have yet to do so. So it just folds up and lives in here, which is awesome. So I'll just keep those 2 things, the wood platform and the bed, just in the garage at my mother's house. And then, you know, if I want to go camping or whatever, just bust those out, put the other bed away and switch it all out. Pretty easy to do. Got a fitted sheet as well. So something like that looks pretty good. It's a lot bigger. Sure, it's only, I don't know, 8 inches wider, but that'll make or break fitting 2 people back here. So yeah, I'll switch it back to the smaller setup so we can see like a quick comparison. Yep, so that's the difference right there. So obviously I won't have like a floor when the bigger bed's in here, but it's not that necessary. It's only good for like if you're changing clothes or something, or tying your shoes or whatever. But if you're camping or traveling or whatever, that doesn't matter too much. So yeah, super happy to have that all just stowed away in the garage and just on hand for whenever. Okay, so this is how I have this set up for the most part. Pants, shirts, and then, you know, a hat, sweatshirt, stuff like that. But then I keep this kind of stuff in here just loosely, but that's been annoying me. So I want to print just like a slot that's about that long so that we can put this kind of stuff just in there. It'll live like that. So let me go print something off that will fit right in there. So this is what I made. It's just finishing up the last little bit. Yeah, it's just like a little slot and printed it in 2 pieces. So we'll take these out and then go screw them down into that little area. So yeah, that just goes here. And then the other one just fits right in. Yeah, I'll screw those down. And honestly, that looks perfect. So this should be able to fit right in there, and then this, and then whatever else. There's probably some other little things that I'll end up putting in there, but yeah, fits 100% perfect. So I measured it well. What can I say? Yep, so just 2 screws on each side. Awesome. Turned out better than I thought. It just looks really good. Continuity right at the front, clothing, and then you got all that there. I feel like we're getting close to having just as much as I need. Oh, so I don't know. I think we're probably set. I think I've got as many little holders and things as I need. If anything, you know, calls out to me, I'll build it. I think I, you know, covered the main things. So tomorrow in the morning, I just want to do like an overview of the whole truck, do a walk around, open everything up, and just demonstrate how ready it is to hit the streets again with it. Yeah, we'll just go from there. We're loaded up and we're ready for this next week here. Yeah, we got the bed made. We've got refrigerator somewhat stocked. I got my waters here, good amount of water, protein shaker. I got some whey here. I got overnight oats, a whole week's worth. Still got to buy some groceries, but we'll do that later. My clothing, all ready to go. Got some pants, got shirts, sweatshirt, sweatpants. So that's that. Kind of the whole heart of everything in my like showering and getting ready life lives in here. I'll just show you what that's like. So yeah, I just got these 3 that live in there. So this is like my shaving kit. We've got this I just take into the shower with me. I got soaps and all that sort of stuff. And then I've got Crocs in here, as well as just some shoes I work out in. So those just fit right in there. Just coincidentally got lucky with that. And then just, you know, face wash, little washcloths, shampoo, stuff like that. Got my shaving kit in there. Yeah, that all lives in there. Also keep some shorts in there and a shirt. So let me throw that all back in there. So that lives right here, just like so. And then there's a little zipper compartment that I like to, you know, get access to, so I can just open the side up, come in here, grab whatever's in here. I just keep like cords and chargers, like AirPods, shit like that. Boots and stuff live in here. So I've got another pair of boots that go in there and some Birkenstocks. So I just throw all that in there. We've got toothbrush, vitamins, all this stuff. So this just lives here. It'd be nice just to have all that stuff right out in the open for when I need it. The kitchen's decked out. We've got spray bottle, towel. We've got all that like we showed. Got some vitamins here, some canned beans. I don't know, figure out what to do with those. And then yeah, I'm gonna still work on this area. I don't know what to do with it yet, but that's okay. So we didn't like finish anything in this video, but that's fine. This is like a work in progress thing. It'll be going on for months, I'm sure. I also have some other things underneath the bed. So I keep 1 towel in here. I don't really use towels though, but this is just in case I spill something or I need a towel really. I keep a hammock in here. So I've got the hammock. I've also got this is new, but basically I left my headlights on the other day, killed the battery, and then somebody gave me one of these just to jumpstart my car, and it was incredible, so bought myself one. Very small, but you can keep this just in your truck or car or whatever, and it can jumpstart a diesel engine, gas engine, whatever. It's very powerful, but I'll show you what it looks like. It's just this big, and then got some cables that you just attach to your battery, and then you can jump a car multiple times and can stay charged just in your car for a good year or so, from what I've heard. So that's awesome to have. And then I've also got a bunch of tools in here. This is what I've got in there, pretty much anything you'd need. Pliers, all sorts of screwdrivers, rags, wire cutters, vice grips, zip ties, anything you'd really need. I do need to get another socket set, so that's on the list of stuff to do. So yeah, all that lives in here somehow. Just Tetris that in there. And then further back here, we've got two other compartments. We've got the solar charging system components that live in here, and as well as the other parts of the system that live in here. So I don't know, I guess you could store stuff in there, but probably not the best idea. In the cab, I've got some other things. Got a nice phone mount here, just magnetic. You put your phone there, can charge it here as well. Got Bluetooth. I keep some things behind here as well. So we've got a jack, the stock jack, got a fire extinguisher, got some microfiber towels and quick detailer, so I can clean the truck when I'm just not doing much. So that's kind of it for the whole truck itself. Basically got everything you need to survive for a good amount of time, and it's comfortable, it's very livable. So yeah, that's kind of a wrap. So thanks for watching. Hope this inspires somebody out there to do something. I don't know what, but yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.